Welcome back. The U.S. men's national team just suffered their third loss in a row, and it's not looking good for Potch at all.
Disappointing, to say the least, for the U.S. men's national team. We come up against the Türkiye side. We lose 2-1. They're a good side. I mean, they're a solid team. Made it pretty far in their last tournament. Really good team. Güler, some different stars in there. They didn't have a full-strength lineup, like Çalhanoğlu was out.
Right.
But I think that was really only the big star missing for them. Overall, really solid team, though, from Türkiye. The U.S. men's national team, not really the lineup you want to see game one in the World Cup, We had some absence names. I mean, we've already been through it. You've already seen the videos. We already know who's not there. We're not going to get into it again. We know. We have to go with what we have.
Yep.
A lot of debuts from the goalie, Matt Freese. Campbell, the right back. We see Luna coming back in. That was really good. Agyemang gets the start again over Brian White.
McGlynn gets his debut.
Tillman, it was his time to shine in the 10. Didn't really do it for me. Cardoza, De La Torre midfield. De La Torre, who I thought did okay.
He did okay.
He did an
okay game.
Johnny, a guy who we have high expectations for.
Expect him to be one of the best players in this national team going forward.
In this lineup, with what we had, I expected him to be more of a show out, give some more effort. I mean, going off of what he's given to the U.S. in the past, can't really say that. He hasn't really been too hot for us. This game, again, we'll get into it. He shows it again.
He might not be that guy for us.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Richards at the back.
Had a decent game. I mean, nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Had a couple of good tackles. But, some of the players that you really depend on didn't really show up, and it was up to the new guys to really get it going. And we saw that right from the first minute. McGlynn gets his goal. Just an absolute peach of a goal. I mean, from outside the box, curls it into the bottom corner, and we're flying high. We don't care about this lineup at this point. We're thinking these boys are going to get it done. They're going to show Türkiye that they can compete. That this is a friendly, but we're here to actually compete and play our style and get back on a winning run. But then after the first couple minutes, it was just rough.
It was 15 minutes USA. I mean, like Trevin said, that goal starting us off from McGlynn.
Yeah.
Really good start. It's what you need. It's what you want from a young team. A really nice start. Everybody gets some confidence after that goal. And you could see it in the first 15 minutes. I mean, we pressed Türkiye well. I thought that first 15 minutes of the first half was all we had, though.
Yeah.
I mean, after that, the mistakes.
They just kept popping up. They just kept happening.
First goal, well, I mean, we can get right into it. After that 15 minutes, we had control. We're trying to pass it out from the back for some reason. We see both fullbacks at this point in time getting wide, far up the pitch at 1-0. We're up 1-0, pressing high, fullbacks getting up. We're trying to play out the back. Cardoza gets the ball in the box. For some odd reason, this guy, when he puts on the USA jersey, he just doesn't have it.
He just shrinks. I don't know what it is. He's so good for Real Betis. And then eventually, next year, I think he's going to be so good for Atletico Madrid. But for whatever worldwide reason, like, that he doesn't get it in the national team jersey, I will not understand. Because I feel like there's just a switch in his brain that's like, all right, I'm going to put this shirt on now, and I'm going to be just average at best, because so many times we've seen mistakes from him, and we saw another one that led to the first goal for Türkiye.
It's disappointing. And then pretty much right after, immediately, it's how you react. And I wanted more from Pochettino to get more of a reaction out of these players. These players need to react. You just conceded a sloppy goal. A player made a mistake.
You need to hunker down, figure it out.
You have to respond. Together. You have to respond to that. You have to know. We need to fight back from that. Yes, you just gave up a silly goal. Mistakes happen. How do you react though?
We can get it back.
The reaction though, immediately within 5 minutes, it was just terrible defending all around. The second goal we concede, first half, literally just a few minutes after the mistake, another mistake from. This time, pretty much the whole defense, it seemed like. The ball was just getting pinged in and around our box like 3 or 4 times.
Way too much.
And none of our players were getting to it. Türkiye, they deserved that second goal even more so. I mean, they just played it around our whole defense and midfield, kind of played right through the midfield to the back line in that second goal. And they scored. They deserved it.
They absolutely did. They were the first to every second ball, especially in that opportunity. You know, it comes from almost nothing, a couple of bad shots, but they keep getting the ball back, and then eventually it's going to find the way into the net. I mean, you can't give a good team that many opportunities, and like Tanner said, they deserved it. They got that goal, and from then on, they really didn't have to do anything.
The rest of that whole first half, Türkiye were just basically chilling. They were doing their thing, playing the ball how they wanted to, putting us under pressure. I mean, after like I said, after that first 15 minutes, we just collapsed completely that whole first half. Second half, we come out. I like the start a little bit, making subs, Pochettino being proactive, putting on Tyler Adams, who should have started from the beginning, putting on Mark McKenzie, who should have started from the beginning. Made a huge difference. You could see that the formation also changed.
Yeah.
Once then, we're down 2-1 going into the second half. You start to see more of a back three. You start to see Freeman, a debut, right back, kind of just staying back, playing more of a defensive role.
Shifting down.
Exactly.
Being where he needs to be.
Helping other people to get up there. Arston, a guy who had a few chances up forward, couldn't do it.
Couldn't get
Tillman had some chances, couldn't do it. I mean, we seen a few runs. There was some opportunities where I seen us trying to play out the back immediately in the second half. Diego Luna takes it upfield. We seen a chance. Ajiman, this guy, every time he got the ball at his feet, it just bounces off his feet.
It's like playing pinball, man. I
mean, his first touch seems okay, but the second touch is completely gone from him. He lets it go.
It's interesting to see because he is so different than Pepe and Balogun. Because
any other striker we have.
They both, and really any other striker, like when we saw Brian White come on, he was completely different. He wasn't able to get those long balls up to the front to try and knock them down to somebody else quite as well as Ajiman. But he was able to take this really tough passes in to try and connect play that Ajiman just wasn't able to. Like, he would control it, and then the pass would be absolutely terrible. Or he would control it a little bit and then try and go forward. But it was just, that, like Tanner said, that second touch just wasn't there. He let them down. But also, he is not somebody that really needs to be in that system for me. Like, that is not what he excels in. He excels in getting into the box and getting headers and getting goal-scoring opportunities, not connecting the play. So that's not entirely on him, but not a great game anyways.
Ajiman, he's just not the guy. I think these camps need to continue. They'll continue to prove it. I just don't think these MLS strikers, the ones we have in right now, are the ones we need to be looking forward to. I'd love to see Damian Downs get a chance. Some okay performances. I thought Diego Luna did all right.
He did okay.
Tillman, I wanted more from him. He had some chances. He had that chance at the end with the header. He couldn't score. The subs who came on, I thought, made a massive difference. Tyler Adams, a true leader, should be wearing the captain's armband. He should be in the team. Mark McKenzie, really good performance.
Needs to be in the starting lineup.
You see our ability to... I don't think we should even be passing out the back in general, even with a full-strength lineup necessarily. Especially when the team is pressing like Türkiye was. They were pressing really well in the second half. They were pressing on us, even though we were getting some more chances, trying to create more. Those guys made a huge difference. Mark McKenzie next to Chris Richards, you could see the fluidity way better with those two guys back there. With Tyler Adams coming in to get the ball. Is Tyler Adams like that classic, like, 6-turn pass? Like, no. He's more of a destroyer. But he's way better than anybody else we have at doing that.
He doesn't excel at taking the ball and then turning around and making a 40-yard pass. That's not what he is. But he is able to be there as somebody as an emergency outlet that can hold the ball up and keep possession of it for a second. And he'll find someone. And then eventually he'll find somebody. But he's not going to ping a 40-yard pass. He's never going to be that guy. But he is so crucial to this team because he's able to break up the opponent's play but also slow down our tempo, because that's something that I think we really struggle with a lot of times. We try and go, and in certain situations it works when you have that personnel, but then other times you need to slow the ball down. You need to take a moment, take a breath, not let everybody just get too ahead of themselves. You got to connect the play, and that's what he's able to do. He's not going to be, De Bruyne or Jorginho out there. He's going to be Tyler Adams, and that's exactly what we need from him.
We want to see more. I want to see a McKinney-Adams midfield. That's going to be really good to see when they come back in, when we get more of a full-strength lineup. overall, kind of disappointing. The second half, a lot better though. A lot more of what I wanted to see.
One of the better halves.
Oh yeah, under Pochettino.
Under Potch. I mean, it wasn't great because we didn't score the goals, but it was a good, solid performance in that second half.
You could see more creativity. You could see more people trying more things. Like,
Is it out of desperation?
Yeah,
kind of. But at the same time, it was a good 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like to see it. Türkiye, they deserved it though. 2-1 win. You know, they deserved it at the end of the day. What can I say? I mean,
they got the win.
We want to see our guys do better, especially at home. There's certain players I could kind of pick on and whatever. It's not really what we want to be doing here. Right. We want to see everybody doing better.
Positivity,
it's a collective.
Hopefully,
it's a collective loss. Everybody deserves blame, Pochettino
included. Yes.
So we'll take it. We got to go in. We got to go play Switzerland
Tuesday.
Hopefully that'll be a good game.
We'll let you know what happens.
Yeah.